Subnautica is a game all about learning from your mistakes, so naturally I'm going to cut off my ability to respawn. This makes dying the best teacher because when I die, I get to redo everything I've already done. 4.5 minutes of waiting later. And here we are.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch 2, 1.
It's gotta hurt. He was out for long enough for a fire to form in a smoky room. Are you telling me that he has no lung damage? Because that would be impressive. My character has an impressively steady hand for having just survived a crash from outer space.
You have suffered minor head trauma.
Oh, head trauma.
Subnautica.
Yeah, I see he has head trauma, but not,
is now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive to keep you
not
alive
lung trauma.
on an alien world. Please refer to the data bank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
As a bonus challenge, I'm gonna see if I can visit every single environmental place and get the log for everyone. Just because I can.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Okay, so the first thing I need to do is gather the basic materials from this area. And the caves, for those of you who don't know, that contain the resources, they're home to crash fish, which are just these little fish that come towards you and explode when you get near them. And my strategy for avoiding them is to usually just ignore them because mostly they don't do enough damage to kill you. God dang it, there's like 4 of them in here. Well, anyway, after another 5.5 minutes of waiting, I am back with virtually no progress lost. I poked my head into a cave system for a little bit and grab whatever resources I can, but then I decide that it would be a good idea to actually look at what I need to make so I know what I should be getting. The first tool that I need to get is the repair tool. This tool will not only allow me to repair the damaged radio and secondary systems of the life pod, but it will also be useful in repairing vehicles and control panels to doors in shipwrecks. Because I already have the titanium and sulfur that I need for the repair tool, the only thing left to get is the silicon rubber, which is made from creepvine seed clusters which can be found surrounding the area that you crash in. Something I always notice about this thing, you see this panel? The guy doesn't just pick it up. No, because it has alien technology. It teleports back onto the wall.
Life pod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to data bank.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will get dispatched to your location in 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
definitely understood all that.
Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Oh, so I only have to wait 99,000 hours? No. Okay, so only 11.5 years. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so the next tool that I make is the scanner tool. This tool allows me to scan fragments of once working tools and vehicles, and if I scan enough of them, then I can actually build them. I also build a survival knife, which currently is the only way for me to defend myself, as there are no other weapons available for me to build.
The knife remains the only exception.
Scan everything.
Increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
I think in the future they'd be able to build better drive cores. Okay, so not so funny story. My recording software decided that it was gonna record my screen when it was off and to not record it when it was on. It's clearly off in this picture, and by comparison I'll show you what it looks like when it's on. Clearly not the same, so yeah, I lost about an hour of footage there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I realize now that instead of telling you what I did, I could just show you. The first thing I went and did was I went around looking for sea glide fragments, because the sea glide allows you to move at more than twice the rate that I'm going now through the water. At power, it costs power of course, but that's not a big deal. It's super useful, and it's the next step in progression. So I found some sea glide fragments and scanned them, and unlocked the blueprint. So the sea glide takes I think a battery, copper wire, lubricant, and a piece of titanium, I'm pretty sure. And I have everything I need except for the piece of copper, which will be easy to get from, you know, the nearby caves. Aha! Yes, finally, copper. Holy crap. It took me a while. Longer than I'd like to admit. So all I have to do is make battery, and I need to make lubricant. Okay, and there's the titanium. Now I'll be able to make it. There we go, finally. Sea glide. This thing will allow me to move around in the water much faster than I normally could walking, and it also allows me to outrun crash fish, which is a nice benefit of it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I also made a flashlight, but that's not really important. The blueprints are really easy. The next thing that I want to do is investigate a crashed life pod. Usually the life pods contain useful blueprints or data that will be relevant later. As I expected, the life pod contained a blueprint for a compass, which shows my direction, so that's going to be useful for navigating.
New blueprint acquired.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Another distress call comes in, but I don't think they'll be receiving help from me anytime soon. The exact coordinates of their location were corrupted, so the approximate location coordinates were calculated. But I have more pressing matters to worry about, so I don't think I'm going to be finding them anytime soon. On the bright side, I managed to make a high capacity oxygen tank, which will greatly extend the amount of time that I can be underwater before I need to take a breath again. Life pod is a bit too cramped for my needs right now, so the last thing I do is look for a suitable spot for me to build a base. I'll need it to be wide open and accessible to lots of areas because I'll be traveling to and from it a lot of times throughout the course of the game. I eventually find the spot that I think will work, and hopefully I'll be able to build a base the next time I play.